Welcome to this week's edition of Sun News at Noon. I'm Ben Dawson.
And I'm Keziah Philpott. Thanks for tuning in. Charlie Kirk, conservative activist and co-founder of Turning Point USA, was fatally shot yesterday during a public event at Utah Valley University. The shooting occurred around noon during his American Comeback tour. Authorities say a single shot was fired from a building about 200 yards away. Kirk was shot in the neck and died from his injuries. The FBI of Salt Lake released images of the suspected shooter this morning. Investigators say the man appeared to be college-aged, seen wearing sunglasses, a baseball cap, and a black long-sleeve shirt. Authorities recovered a high-powered bolt-action rifle in a wooded area near campus. Ammunition found inside the weapon was engraved with messages of transgender and anti-fascist ideology. According to a law enforcement bulletin, officials say the suspect was tracked on a video moving through stairwells onto the roof and jumping off to flee the scene. The gunman remains at large. Governor Spencer Cox released a statement yesterday saying, "I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination. This is a dark day for our state. It's a tragic day for our nation." Utah Tech President Shane Smead also released a statement to students and staff saying, "We are aware of no threats to our community at this time, but Utah Tech Police Department officers are making an increased presence across campus. Please join me in standing in solidarity with UVU and keeping the Kirk family in our thoughts." In memory of Kirk, the city of St. George lit the D green last night. President Trump also ordered flags nationwide to be lowered to half-staff throughout Sunday. UVU has canceled classes until Monday as the investigation continues.
Utah Tech held its annual 9/11 commemoration today, focusing on service and remembrance and honoring 3 local leaders. The ceremony followed the timeline of events as they unfolded on September 11, 2001. It also featured tributes to community leaders, patriotic performances, and a new edition of audio recordings from first responders, terrorists, and air traffic controllers, and more. The honorees include Laura Christensen in the medical health profession category, James Schaefer in the first responder and military category, and Brent Black in the spiritual and religious category. Utah Tech Veteran and Military Services Director Carl Waters speaks about the importance of remembrance and service.
We read a timeline of events starting with the 5:45 in the morning as hijackers go through security at Portland International at Maine up until that evening at 8:30 when the president addresses the nations about what happened that day. So there's really a fourfold reason why I think it's important to do the 9/11 commemoration event. First of all, is to remember the victims, to remember and honor and mourn the nearly 3,000 victims of the 9/11 terrorist attacks, to keep their memory alive. The second reason is to honor the first responders, to honor those that sacrifice. Some paid the ultimate sacrifice to risk their lives for others. Another is to transition to what 9/11 has become today, which is a day of service, to not so much focus on the tragic events of that day, talk about how it's changed our world and how we can get something positive out of something that was really horrific. And the last part, I think we want to provide opportunities for those who weren't born yet or have memories of 9/11 to learn about the historical significance of 9/11 and its impact on our current world.
St. George police are investigating an alleged assault on the halfway wash trail. Officers say a woman reported that she was attacked on September 3rd around 4 a.m. She sustained injuries that needed medical attention. Police are reviewing surveillance footage and increasing patrols in pursuit of the suspect. The trail is popular among college students. Officers are reminding the public to travel in pairs, avoid isolated areas in the dark, and stay alert to their surroundings. Anyone with information is urged to call St. George Police at 435-627-4300.
The St. George I-15 underpass project had $87 million in funding stripped due to the Big Beautiful Bill. St. George was originally awarded $90 million during former President Biden's administration through a Reconnecting Communities and Neighborhoods grant. The project was designed to improve student safety around Dixie High and Dixie Middle School. City officials are now looking for new funding. City Government Affairs Director Sean Guzman says although funds are gone, there is still absolutely a need.
A TikTok video showing someone anonymously urinating in the Utah Tech campus fountain has drawn more than 27,000 views. The account called Utah Tech Pisser has since spawned two spin-off pages, Pisser 2.0 and Utah Tech Pisser Hunter, which claims to be tracking down the person. Students are split on the trend. Some say it's offensive, while others are mocking it online. This viral trend has appeared on multiple campuses across the country, with public responses calling it unsafe and demanding colleges to step in.
On Friday, Zion National Park reopened the Weeping Rock Trail and Shuttle Stop Number 7 after a two-year closure due to a rock slide. Reopening the trail restores access to one of Zion's signature landmarks, designated as an educational landmark. It features an alcove and hanging gardens fed by groundwater seeping through the Navajo sandstone.
And this just in, the FBI is offering a $100,000 reward for information leading to the arrest for Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, our thoughts and prayers go out to his family. I can't even understand how impactful that will be for his family. After the break, Dorothy Butters will bring the latest Trailblazer highlights.
If you haven't seen Utah Tech University lately, chances are you haven't seen it at all. With hands-on polytechnic learning across 300 academic programs, 30 new and renovated state-of-the-art facilities, the most affordable university tuition in the state, and 300 days of sunshine. Why look anywhere else? Discover why Utah Tech was recently named one of Education Magazine's 10 prominent universities and colleges to watch. Join us and experience the active learning, active life difference at Utah Tech.
Hey, honey. We thought we'd try something new.
Family art hour. What do you think?
You got jokes. You're funny.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
Utah Tech soccer and baseball are left without a home. The university announced the move from the Western Athletic Conference to the Big Sky Conference. The Big Sky sponsors sports such as football, basketball, and more, but not men's soccer or baseball. These teams will be forced to find new conference homes. Transitions like these can be disruptive for scheduling, recruiting, and athletes. Efforts to find affiliations are underway, but nothing has been decided yet. Utah Tech women's golf opened the season this week at the Utah Valley Wolverine Invitational in Saratoga Springs. Led by head coach Lindsay Orth, Utah Tech was one of 5 teams in the tournament. The Trailblazers tied 3 school records and finished 4th, with junior Samantha Felon and sophomore Maria Peroy-Galan both placing in the top 10. Utah Tech continues its season this weekend at the Utah Shootout, hosted by Weber State. Utah Tech volleyball closed out their home tournament with 5-set win over Sacramento State. The Trailblazers took 3-2 Saturday afternoon, improving to 5-1 on the season.
I tell our girls, you can't tell people to come to your games if you're not doing anything. So go to class, make friends with the students who are in class, invite them to your games, hang out with them outside of, of your sport, so that when you tell them to come, you actually have a relationship with them. So that when you tell them to come, they have a connection with, oh, I met her in class and now I know who I'm cheering for, instead of, oh, you're a student, I'm a student athlete. No, we're all one school. So they have to do the work, though. They have to build that relationship and go out and do those things, and then it becomes a two-way thing. Also, our team is good. We've worked really hard to kind of build our team where it is right now, and I think we're just progressively getting better every day, every week, every minute. So we had big weekends. This first 2 weekends, we were tested in different ways from each team, and they were able to come out 2-1. At the end of the day, these last 2 weeks, they showed up. and they showed out. Whether they lost or they didn't, you can see how gritty they are. You can see how resilient they are. And you can just see how much fun they're having. So come see them, come hang out with them, come cheer with us and talk story, because we'd love it.
Well, I'm so excited for the rest of this volleyball season. I think we should get to some games.
I'll definitely be there, especially with the Utah Tech volleyball team already proving to be so good this season.
Yeah, 5-1, that's a hot start. I can't wait to see where they go.
And that's it for this week's edition of Sun News at Noon.
We'll see you here next week, same time, same place.
Have a great week, Trailblazers.